Oh my gosh, dude. This is insane. There is no pressure coming out of the ejection port. Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for checking out the bullet points. Today we're joined by Adam Ward from OSS. Adam's here to tell us a little bit about OSS new line of suppressors, as well as do kind of a side-by-side comparison. So tell me what you brought out, man.
Yeah, so today we have just two identical LMT guns. We have a competitor suppressor and then an OSS, the HXQD556. The reason we have two identical weapons is to show the difference in blowback with our competitor and the OSS.
Okay.
A lot of people, they think that blowback is fixed with modifications like, adjustable gas blocks, piston systems like these, different buffer weights and
Even bolt carrier groups.
exactly. Yeah. And although those do help and it's added cost to your weapon system, they don't really fix the issue, which is what we're going to show today. Is with these piston systems, we have the competitor suppressor on the suppressed setting and the OSS suppressor on the unsuppressed setting.
Okay.
And so what we'll do is we'll actually have you shoot and feel the difference, and we'll actually maybe even check out the brass to see if the brass looks any cleaner or dirtier between the two systems.
Okay. I know with baffle systems, it's pushing gas back through. It's kind of recycled and creates back pressure. What makes yours different?
That's a great question, and this is not to talk down on baffle cans. They do a great job of suppressing and how it works. Just a couple drawbacks is that blowback and how dirty your gun gets, and maybe you could say less reliable. Ours is different in how it vents the gas. We allow it to expand and cool at a more natural rate. So it'll actually go forward through the system, do a turn, go back, and then drop and go forward again, and all the gas goes forward. So what that actually does is it does make it so if you're measuring decibels off the muzzle, it is louder at the muzzle, but we tend to be quieter at the shooter's ear since we're not pushing all that gas back.
Gotcha. So essentially what you're saying is whatever's getting shot at is louder, but quieter to the shooter.
Correct.
So protecting your ears over what you're shooting at, which is probably a good way to go. Okay, very cool. So this might be a technical question, but because the gas is being pushed forward, do you find that on the same size barrel that increases muzzle velocity at all?
No, from the tests we've seen, there's actually no change. We do a lot of U.S. military international sales as well, and a lot of our OEM partners, we got Barrett, we work with LMT, Daniel Defense. They do a lot of testing in-house, and from what we've seen, there really is no change in velocity.
Interesting. Okay, very cool. Well, we've got these two guns ready to run side by side. We've got two mags filled up here. We've got a Tango down mag with some brass. We'll run that in the competitor suppressor. And then we've got a Magpul PMag here that we'll run in the OSS. So we're going to look for felt recoil. We're going to listen for sound reduction at the shooter's ear. And then we're going to look for basically pressure from the ejection port. And then also we're going to look at brass discoloration and basically how much carbon and gunk is coming back on one can versus the other.
Exactly, yeah. And what we'll do is we're actually going to kind of have you shoot it gangster style. Hollywood here, that's how we do things. And it's really just so you can really feel the difference in blowback.
Okay.
Obviously, we're going to have you have iPro, and this is not how you typically shoot, but it's just kind of a worst case scenario.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Check it out, guys. We're going to put these two side by side and give them a run. Okay, so first we've got a LMT here, piston gun, right? Competitor suppressor, and we've got this actually set on the suppressor setting.
Correct, best case scenario.
So this is best case scenario, and we're gonna go gangster style. God, this is awkward. And you're telling me I'm gonna feel, okay.
You should feel something.
I feel it when it's turned this way, so I'm kind of scared with this. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so that, I'm gonna do one more. Thank God I'm wearing iPro because I can feel the dust up my nose.
I can smell it from over here.
Yeah, I can feel it actually, I can feel it hitting the bill of my hat and coming back down behind my iPro. So, not extraordinarily comfortable to do. Let's look at the This has gotten a little fouled up there.
Paired.
This is the brass that just came out compared to clean brass. You can actually see the BCG kind of slid across there, so what really, really clean brass would look like. So definitely some carbon buildup on that. Now we're going to run the other mag through an identical LMT set on the normal setting.
Correct.
Okay, with the OSS. Oh my gosh, dude. This is insane. There is no pressure coming out of the ejection port. I would put my face closer, but the brass would hit me. That was incredible. All right. One more, just because I'm so impressed with that. Dude, that is nothing, and it's quiet. God, it's quiet at the shooter's ear. All right. Oh, I fired the last one. Damn it.
You're too
All right.
impressed.
I was too impressed. God, that is freaking incredible. I'm going to shoot these two. Seriously, guys, I'm so impressed with this. I mean, the other one I could feel my hat wavering a little bit. There is absolutely no pressure coming out of that ejection port. That is unbelievable, dude.
That's why, I mean, we tell a lot of people, you got to just feel the difference. I mean, we could talk about it all day, but until you really shoot it and experience it, you're not going to be able to compare the two.
You know what? I want to grab a couple more rounds. And I mean, you guys at home don't know, I could be bullshitting for all you guys know, but seriously, there is like no pressure coming out of that. I want to actually set up the gun on the barrel, and we'll put some stuff next to it and fire one and fire the other so that you guys at home can see what's coming out and if it blows stuff down. God, it's impressive. It is hard to describe. So let's
do that. Awesome.
Okay, so the brass did not hit. I got the gun forward enough to where the brass ejected forward, but you guys can see that there's enough pressure coming out of there to knock over the Coke bottle. I'm gonna grab the OSS one now and do that same exact test. I'll hold the gun in about the same spot so that the brass isn't hitting it, and we'll see if there's enough pressure to even move the bottle. I don't think there is. All right, guys, we've now got the OSS suppressor, which I can feel has like no pressure coming out of the ejection port at all. So I'm gonna bring it up just like I did with the other one. I'm telling you guys, there's like no pressure that comes out of here. The gas blowback in your face is a thing of the past with this. Great job, OSS. Well, guys, this can impress me in a number of ways. First of all, and most notably, was the lack of back pressure coming out of the ejection port. That was, I mean, you told me about it, and I kind of believed you. I was like, okay, yeah, probably a little bit.
I'm a sales guy, so.
Dude, I was like shocked. And then the Coke bottle test was, I mean, like, there's no denying that. There was no pressure that came out of the thing. It was incredible. So anyway, that was notable, right? Secondly, the sound dampening or decibel reduction, whatever you want to call it, at the shooter's ear, I was also very impressed with. I don't know if that's due to all of the gases being forced out the end. I don't know if that's the lack of back pressure and creating additional noise by your ear. I'm not a freaking scientist, so I don't know all that nerdy shit, but great job on that. So yeah, really good there. As far as the reduction recoil, I couldn't say that I put two, drum mags back to back, side by side. So I'm not going to be able to really speak to that, and I didn't have like a PSI tester or anything like that. But I will say it was not uncomfortable to shoot by any means.
Okay.
Shooting sideways, up against an odd position on your chest, even just putting it up against my arm for that bottle test and firing rapidly, I didn't feel very much recoil at all. So again, solid there. And then the brass, I fired the last round of the mag pull going through the OSS, so I screwed up on that one. But off camera, I actually did some more testing, and when I pulled one of the mags out, it was clean, significantly cleaner than the other. So I don't have photographic proof of that. Hopefully you guys can take my word for it. But I mean, very, very impressive overall. So you guys did a kick-ass job with that thing. I really like it. Tell me a little bit more about where to find this. I mean, you guys can go to silencershop.com to find all the specs and, you know, order them directly. They'll ship them out to your FFL and all that stuff. But OSS.com, what's the web address?
Yeah, www.osssuppressors.com.
OSSuppressors.com.
Lots of S's in there.
Yeah.
The easiest way, honestly, you can go to Silencer Shop. You can find a Silencer Shop dealer in your area. I mean, we of course have direct dealers. You can go to our website and see if there's anybody close to you. Like you were saying earlier, you can go to their website and see all the specs to see if if it's in the weight you want or the decibels you want.
Yeah.
But there's a few different ways you can OSS suppressor.
And for a similar size can, I felt like it was pretty light. Do you know the weight off the top of your head?
Yeah, I think this 5.56 can, and don't quote me because I don't have it off the top of my head, I think it's around 15 ounces.
Okay.
I know the 7.62 is 19.2.
Okay.
It's, you know, an average weight. It's not the lowest, it's not the highest. We do have some tie models as well. So we have a 14.5 ounce 7.62 tie, which is, you know, more on the lighter side compared to our other ones.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you go titanium, everything's a whole lot lighter. Of course, it costs a little bit more, but you know, you're paying for shedding weight. But I didn't feel like it was, you know, extraordinarily heavy. It didn't, you know, it didn't dip down in front. It was not uncomfortable to shoot by any stretch. I mean, it's a really solid suppressor, and I'm very, very impressed with how it ran. So hats off to OSS. Adam, thanks so much for coming out, dude.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, check out Silencer Shop. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're putting out videos constantly, shooting for every Friday. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you can be kept informed of all the latest and greatest. Thanks so much for checking us out, guys. See you next time.